really, really cool. Now, guys, do we need to wait till the end of these credits for more? Yeah, Bobo1511, I figured, man. I figured. Do I need to wait for the end of these credits? Is there... I mean, almost always there's something at the end of credits. Bjorny says you can skip this. Doom Train says don't skip. Okay, I'm seeing why... I'm seeing most people are saying yes, I can skip credits, but there's a few saying no. Red Eye Monster, I'm gonna leave this one to you. Red Eye, can you tell me in chat? Can I skip these credits or not? Trey Dog is saying do not skip credits. Don't skip, says Rexno. Red Eye is telling me I can skip. Guys, you're killing me. You are killing me today. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna skip it. If there's even a chance, I'm not gonna skip it. I'm not gonna skip it. There is stuff after the credits, says White Man. Okay. There's a few lines of dialogue after the credit. Okay. Apparently, here's what I've been told, guys. There are a few things after the credits, but apparently they're not a big deal. But we're gonna go ahead and wait for it anyway. So. Flomby Lol, thanks for 18 months, dude. Appreciate it, buddy. Mr. Copsley, thanks for your 2 months, guys. Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I'll take this opportunity to talk a little bit about it. So, Metal Gear Solid 5. This is basically the end of our Metal Gear Solid 5 run. I have to say that out of all the Metal Gear Solids, this one felt the least like Metal Gear. But I think the reason is that Kojima was not able to recognize his vision with this. It's very clear that the story of this game was not completed. And the reason being is because there's like 3 to 5 different storylines going on in the game, and they all end in different missions. So it really kind of disjoins the entire world. Another thing that I didn't really like about Metal Gear Solid 5, and I'll say this straight up, in all the other Metal Gears, every time you watch someone playing it or you're playing it yourself, you know you're moving through the story. You know you're fighting towards an objective, you're getting to a cutscene, you know you're going somewhere. But in Metal Gear Solid 5, that's simply not the case. And because of that, it can get really kind of confusing when you're doing the exact same thing that you do in side missions and main missions, because you don't get that feeling of progression. You don't get that feeling of, I'm working through a story. And to be honest, I didn't really like that about it. I kind of feel Metal Gear Solid has always been about the characters and the story. And this one, even though the open world is cool, and I like the gameplay, I don't think it really fit into the Metal Gear universe. Also, the fact that the endings are how they are. I mean, dude, we watched Liquid Snake leave with a small army of children in one of the most powerful weapons the world has, and they just, like, let it go. It's like, oh, and this happened. It feels like the story's not finished. The story, it's done, but I don't feel like I'm done. And it's like, okay, what happened to Quiet? Why have we never heard of Quiet in any other Metal Gear? She wasn't killed. She's not dead. She's the world's best sniper that can go invisible and shit. Yeah, and people are saying, like, watch Mission 51. Okay, for those that don't know this, apparently if you order the Collector's Edition, then there's, and I don't know if I don't even know, do I have access to Mission 51? Apparently there's a mission that's basically like a cutscene of everything Kojima wanted to put in the game. And all of it got cut. Knowing that alone...
Thanks.
Trey Dog! Not sure what happened the way before time you're playing top. Do you see what I sent you on Twitter? And can you play it on stream later in time? No, I'm not going to play it on stream, Trey Dog. But thank you very much for your donation, man. Yeah, I got to be very careful doing that stuff, Trey. Sorry, bud. But yeah, thank you, regardless. But yeah, anyway, oh, I don't even have... See, I don't even have access to it? That's so dumb! How are you gonna... I feel like they stole this game from Kojima. Don't get me wrong, Konami, I like you. I know you're going through some shakeups right now. You know, Konami, you're kind of like that girlfriend that's going through a phase, you know? Like, you have something weird going on. Maybe you're trying some drugs. You're finding yourself. You know, it's cool, Konami. Do your thing, whatever. But I gotta say that Kojima, like, it's very clear from this that Kojima was not able to develop his vision. And that is sad. That is sad. Now that I've finished the game, like, it's like... we're in Kojima's sandbox, but he wasn't able to set it up. You know what I mean? Like, you can tell all the pieces are there, but he wasn't able to, like, form it into the clay is there, but he wasn't able to sculpt it. Does that make sense? Like, all the key components are there, but we weren't able to see what he wanted to do with it. So, I don't know, man. Look at all those Zangs. Zang HY, Zang XJ, Zang XF, Zang X. 4 out of 5 environmental artists were Zangs. Apparently Zang's got something going on in China or Japan, wherever they're from, because they are kick-ass environmental artists. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of like my final opinion on Metal Gear Solid 5. I honestly felt like as the final Metal Gear, it could have been better. I hate saying it, but I feel like as the bookend to the Metal Gear series, as the last one, I really hope that they make another one. Basically, I hope somewhere down the road that Hideo secures the rights to this somehow and makes a worthwhile bookend, a Metal Gear Solid 4 style bookend to the series. Something that really makes you kind of almost like brings up, you know, things about life that are that are meaningful and interesting. And like, for instance, you guys saw the end of my Metal Gear 4 playthrough. This was a fraction of the feels. A fraction of the thought. I mean, I ended Metal Gear Solid 4 and I felt like I just said goodbye to 10 best friends. You know what I mean? And it's like, this one is just kind of like, oh, it's done? Oh, cool, a little twist. You know, there was no impact. There was no slap across the face with feels or reality or all the stuff we kind of come to expect from the Metal Gear franchise. You know, all that message that we talk about in the second and fourth one. That's a big part of Metal Gear. I didn't feel like Metal Gear Solid 5 had a message. There was no message in Metal Gear 5. And considering in the past, if you remember us talking about it, where this game is like a large portion of the message, there's just no message in Metal Gear 5. They try a few times through inspirational cutscenes and we're the Diamond Dogs and we're awesome and we're gonna do what we do, but they like do that in the middle and they do that kind of in the middle of the game. They kind of drop that at the end. You know what, Bad Trick? That is a good point, and I'll say it right now. That was the most emotional part of this game for me, was watching Quiet call in that chopper in English.
Thanks, I'm great.
That was the most impactful point in this game for me. And I seriously, I almost shed a tear. Like, that was a very well done scene, for the record. When Quiet was sitting there, like, you know, no, go northwest, you know, 1 mile, half a click. Like, the whole time you're just sitting there. But here, I will say this. At the time, I thought she was going to commit suicide. One of the reasons that I was really emotional in that scene is I really thought that as soon as they were done, I thought she was going to walk off and shoot herself in the head so no one could get sick. So that had a little bit more of an impact than if I knew she was going to live, I don't know if I would have, I don't think I would have been quite as emotional, you know? I thought that was the end of Quiet. So, yeah. 1 second. I need an automatic door button. Onte says she did. She didn't live. She did die. The point is she walked off and died? See, I don't know. Okay, so people are saying she did die. Okay. Okay. That makes more sense. I mean, that makes more sense. I thought she would have made... Oh, hold on.
Thanks, I'm grateful.
Oh. Olympic Games are in Los Angeles. The games are boycotted by Eastern Bloc countries in relation to the Western boycott of the Moscow Olympics. Eli establishes his kingdom of flies in Africa. Gorbachev takes the office in the Soviet Union. East-West relations enter a second detente, and the post-Cold War period begins. The Soviet Union makes a complete withdrawal from Afghanistan. Afghanistan plunges into civil war. Fall the Berlin Wall. East and West Germany are reunified. The Gulf War begins. Liquid Eli and Solid David are sent to the battlefield. The Soviet Union dissolves. South Africa acknowledges possession of nuclear weapons that simultaneously pledges to abolish its arsenal. Formation of the Taliban begins to influence Afghanistan. While commencing special forces unit Fox from position U.S. military, Big Boss establishes a fortified military nation in outer heaven in South Africa. The outer nation operates occurs, but is quashed by Solid Snake and kills Big Boss's Phantom. First Congo War breaks out as a result. President Mobutu ousted from Zaire. The following year, Zaire becomes the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Second Congo War breaks out due to causes of hostility resource conflict. Zanzibar land disturbance. Solid Snake kills Big Boss, but the Patriots relieve and conceals his comatose body. Coordinated terror attacks against carried out in America. Coalition forces invade Afghanistan. Camp X-ray black site for housing enemy combatants and established U.S. Naval base in Guantanamo Bay. The Afghanistan war to close. Iraqi War begins. Second Congo War draws to a close. Shadow Moses incident. Death and massacre. Kazuhiro Miller. Solid Snake and Howler. Philanthropy. The Anti-Medicare NGO. Manhattan Tiger incident. The President of the United States publicly pledges to close the 10th facility in Guantanamo Bay. Big Sean Senate. The U.S. begins introducing naval machines. Yes, into its military affiliates of the United States. Hungary revises citizenship law. New terms allow even those who have never resided in the country to become naturalized, provided they are descendant of Hungarian citizen have knowledge of Hungarian language. Guns of the Patriot incident. The Patriots AI system is destroyed. Death the Assad and Eva. Big Boss kills Zero. And Big Boss dies. That's how you're gonna end it?
What was it all for? If the boss has some plan, what is it?
The real Big Boss is working separately from us to create his new nation.
New nation?
A military nation above and apart from all. The true outer heaven. Something created to maintain world balance. Independent of the struggle.
They're talking about
for
Metal Gear
supremacy,
1.
Personal profit. The cycles of revenge between countries. It'll be an army, all right. But more. Big Boss is building a nation. But until it's complete, we support the other Big Boss. The Phantom carries on his legend, his meme. That is Big Boss's plan.
Dank memes.
So that's the way it is. 9 years ago, I thought everything had been taken
Metal Gear
away.
2. Excuse me.
Now I really have lost it all.
Really?
The boss.
Yeah, Zanzibar,
future
I'm
we were
assuming.
Building together.
One day, the age of Big Boss's sons will arrive. They'll likely want to settle the score with him. We have to shape that age. We'll each have roles to play. Building the foundation for a revolution led by both Big Bosses, the True One and the Phantom.
No. Big Boss can go to hell. I'll make the Phantom and his son stronger to send him there. For that, I'll keep playing my role.
You know, sooner or later, there'll be only one boss. There's only room for one boss. His sons are fated to face each other someday, too. If the day ever comes that you go back to Cypher, I'll aid the other son. And then you and I will be enemies, too. One of us will have to kill the other.
Fine by me. I'll be ready for the new age. Until then, we'd better get used to coexisting.
Dude! I just want to point out that anyone that told me to skip those credits was dead wrong. Because that ending was awesome. That right there connected everything from this game to like that was I liked that. That was good. That was good. Oh, people are saying you still see that if you skip it. Interesting. So you could have skipped all the text stuff and still heard that. Good to know. Cool. So, I really should leave for the airport right now. But... Oh, yeah, Red Eye also said, when you skip the credits, it stops before the end of the plots. So, you know what, guys? I was actually wrong. So, apparently, you could have skipped the credits and seen that part. Which is weird, because that's not how normally... That's not how they normally do it. But, okay.
Side ops list updated.
Good to know. Thank you, guys. Looks like I was wrong, and we could have skipped the credits. Good to know. Oh my god. You know what, guys? I thought I was done with this game, but I think we're gonna have to come back and listen to these tapes at some point. I can tell you right now, I don't have time for this, which really sucks. But I think what we're gonna do is when I get back from TwitchCon, you know what we're gonna do? When I get back from TwitchCon, we'll probably have like an afternoon chill stream where we can talk about TwitchCon and stuff, and we can listen to the tapes too. I think I said I wasn't going to come back this game, but I think we're going to come back and listen to these tapes at some point, because I do really want to hear these. But anyway, guys, you know what? Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. It's been a hell of a morning. Metal Gear Solid 5, overall, even though not my favorite, still incredible. And I do want to thank all of you guys for being here for it. It really has been a hell of a ride. That also, after these tapes, is going to wrap up our Metal Gear Solid franchise playthrough. We got through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It was an absolute hell of a ride. I know a lot of you guys have been here for all of them, and I really appreciate that. Just as a reminder, we have the Deus Ex franchise playthrough coming. We've got October. We've got Fallout 4. We've got the Uncharted franchise playthrough. We've got DAI stuff to do. We've got Witcher expansions coming out. There's going to be a lot going on in the next few months. Also, real quick before I go, thank you, Sir Chalk, Yes Nas, Classio, Leon's 13, Dat Damn Wizard, and thank you guys, everyone, for subbing. Lady Simony, thank you for it. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry I can't be here longer. I do really need to get out of here. And as always, thank you so much for being here. Have a great afternoon, morning, wherever you go. And I will see you probably tomorrow and Sunday if you guys tune in. Keep your eyes on my Twitter. But worst case, if you don't do any of the TwitchCon stuff, I'll see you on Sunday night when I get back. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Gary!
Thank you for watching CohhCarnage.
That's 20,000 hardcore members.
Follow on Twitter at CohhCarnage. And don't forget to join the Coalition Steam group to get direct stream updates.